Today, we'll be taking a look at a few chart analysis for the week ahead. I hope you had a great weekend. If you love the content, please hit the subscribe button, like, and share with friends. Also, try as much as possible to check us out on Instagram. We've got lots of free content over there. So as usual, we're starting with gold. So on my screen here, this is a gold chart, the daily time frame. Okay, so we can see from our previous analysis, we talked about how gold bounced off the bottom, making a triple bottom, right? So we had very good support level here and a very nice bounce of this level, and we have had some sort of hidden bullish divergence. So you can see we had three bottoms on a resistance, on a support level, and we have a slow ascending grind with the lows on the RSI. So the RSI making series of higher lows. So this is kind of like a hidden bullish divergence, okay? Because the price shows us that we had a very strong support level where we can see an ascending low on the RSI. So that being said, we had this massive breakout from this resistance level, and last week we had a very good retest off of this level. So this is a one-day chart, and if you can see, this is a downtrend, right? So from this downtrend, clearly it seems we have broken off this downtrend on the daily time frame, and this is actually good and signifies that we are likely going to see some potential increase in price, okay, over the coming weeks. So I'm just going to follow this trade or follow this chart as the price evolves, okay? So I'm going to go down to the lower time frame to see if we can spot out good trade opportunities for this coming week. So I'm going to do this. So as you can see on my screen, so this is where we had the retest of the area, the resistance level where we had this massive breakout. So at the retest of this resistance level, which is now an area of value, we can see price made a double bottom. Okay, so we had a double bottom. This is the resistance level, making this W shape, and we had a breakout and also a retest of that W bottom. So what I'll be watching out for to go long this coming week is a break of these highs. So if we should get price breaking these highs, this would potentially signal an increase in the price of gold, okay, which will give us some sort of bullish confirmation for a bullish trade. So I'm going to watch out for something like this, small consolidation, a breakout. So a break of this level is what I'm going to watch out for next week to go long on gold, targeting these highs, okay? So as you can see on the daily time frame, we bounced off our support level, which gave us this triple bottom. We had a break of the resistance level, which is an area of value. Now we had a retest. So this is what we saw on the daily time frame. So on the lower time frame now, which is the 1 hour time frame, we can see a breakout from this double bottom pattern. We had a very good retest on Friday, and now a bullish reversal. So if price was to break through this consolidation, so a bullish breakout from this consolidation is what I watch out for to go long on gold. So my first target is going to be these highs, and stop loss is just going to be below these lows, okay? So stop loss is going to be approximately, so I'm going to check this. So stop loss will be approximately 200 pips, and take profit is going to be approximately 200 pips. So I'm going to take out some profit here, then trail the rest of my trade as we move higher. So I'm going to trail my trade till we get to these highs. So probably around these highs and then these highs. So this would give us a bigger gain, okay, with a very good risk to reward ratio. So it's going to be, yeah, so the first move 200 pips, then next high is going to be around 1,000 pips. So that's approximately 10,000 pips on gold. So 1,000 pips. So this is what I'm going to watch out for on gold in order for me to take advantage of this price movement. So I'm going to repeat once more. I'm going to wait patiently for gold to break these highs, okay, with a very good consolidation. So to give us that massive move above this level, aiming for these highs. So that's it briefly on gold. So for now, I can't see any bearish scenarios. So, okay, so if you want to take a bearish outlook for gold, I would suggest you wait patiently for price to break below this double bottom. So below this level here is what I'll watch out for in order to go short. So price would have to violate this double bottom pattern, making something like this, maybe coming down slowly to this level, then giving us a consolidation, then a break of that consolidation, falling back below this resistance level on the daily time frame. This is what I'm going to watch out for to go short if this happens. But generally, I'm more inclined to the bullish case scenario for gold right now, because on the higher time frame, which is the daily time frame, we have clearly broken significant level coming from a triple bottom pattern. Okay, so this holds a lot of significance significance, so that's why I'm watching out for the bullish case scenario for gold. So that's it briefly for gold. I'm going to try as much as possible to go as fast as I can. Up next, we're talking about GBP-USD. So it's kind of similar to gold. GBP-USD, EUR-USD, AUD-USD, they all have the US dollar as the quote currency. Okay, so this means if the DXY is weak, we tend to see some bullish move across these currency pairs. So I'm going to talk about DXY at the end of this analysis. So this is 1 day time frame, and as you can see, we had a good breakout from this trend line, right? So we had a good breakout, also breaking market structure, okay, because price making higher highs and higher lows now. So this might be a new bullish trend for me for GBP-USD. Okay, so breaking this trend, you can see if you zoom in, we had some sort of symmetrical triangle. I'm going to go down to the 4 hours chart to get this, clear. So this is a breakout from our trend line, and we had this consolidation which formed this symmetrical triangle, giving us some sort of bullish flag pattern with a bullish breakout. So this happened last week, and this turned out to be a very good trade for those who caught that. So right now price seems to be consolidating a bit on gold, sorry, on GBP-USD, right? So I'm going to get rid of this trend. So you can see we had this massive symmetrical triangle, and we had a bullish breakout, signifying that price is likely going to go higher. So right now we're having a consolidation on GBP-USD, which is what we have here. So next week I'm just going to wait for something like this. So this seems like a symmetrical triangle, just like what we had here, but in a very small pattern. Okay, so this is a big one. We had this massive breakout, and now we're having a small symmetrical triangle, and we are likely going to break out either to the downside or to the upside. So I'm just going to wait for price to break this symmetrical triangle to give me that confirmation that we are heading higher. Okay, so if we indeed get a breakout from this symmetrical triangle, I'm going to go long in the direction of this overall price movement, starting from all the way down here on GBP-USD, right? So I'm going to watch out for a breakout from this symmetrical triangle to go long. As for short, I'm not going to go short right now, but this is what I'm watching out for in order for me to consider going short on GBP-USD. So I'm going to wait for this trend line to be broken before I consider going short on GBP-USD. So even if we get a breakout from this symmetrical triangle, I'm just going to wait for price to slowly creep back down to this trend line, then consolidate a little, a break of this trend line, then I'm going to consider going short on GBP-USD just for quick targets. So to go short, first target will have to be around these lows, because if we touch this trend line, it could simply be a retest of this broken symmetrical triangle. So that's why I'm not really inclined to taking a short position if we break this small symmetrical triangle to the downside. So instead, I'm going to wait for a bullish breakout in order to go long in continuation of this massive bullish trend on 1 hour time frame. So if I take that bullish trade, so I'm just going to show you where my targets are going to be if we indeed get a bullish breakout. So my first target is going to be here. Yes, so my first target is going to be here. So I'm just going to trail the trade as we move on to higher highs. So I'm going to zoom out. So yeah, so the second target is going to be at this price level. That's if we indeed get a bullish breakout. But I believe at some point we're going to get a very significant pullback before we continue this bullish trend. That's if GBP-USD is going to stay bullish, and this also depends solely on the DXY getting weaker. Okay, so if the DXY stays weak, then you can expect some bullish action on GBP-USD. But overall, for this coming week, this is what I'm going to watch out for in order for me to take advantage of this price movement. So I'm going to watch out for a break of this symmetrical triangle for me to go long. And as the week evolves, we are going to follow the price action wherever it leads. So for now, I'm going to wait for a break of this symmetrical triangle, a bullish breakout for me to go long. So that's it for GBP-USD. EUR-USD real quick. This is somewhat tricky. So EUR-USD, this is a daily time frame. We've been in this massive bearish trend for quite some time. So this has been on for basically a year now. So since February 2022, if you go all the way to this highs here, just give me a minute. So all the way to this highs here, so you can see that this since last year we've been in this massive bearish trend, and this bearish channel has been on since February this year. Okay, so right now we seem to have broken off of this channel, and we came back to this area of value. So this is a very significant area of value, and you can see last week we had a very good retest, so yeah, we got a reversal from this area of value, and now price seems to be testing this area of value one more time. As you can see here on the daily time frame, we made a spin it up, which is a bearish reversal pattern. Okay, and the next candle to close last week, which was on Friday, came out to be a red candle. So this week we can either see two things: either a reversal, so we can either see a bearish reversal, okay, before we see maybe another test, or we are going to see a consolidation around these levels followed by a breakout, okay, sending price higher. So this is the two scenarios we're going to watch out for this week in order for us to take advantage of the price movement on EUR-USD. So I'm going to go down to the lower time frame to see what's happening down there, if we'll be able to spot out any good trade opportunity, right? So on the 1 hour time frame, give me a minute. So on the 1 hour time frame, clearly we are making some sort of resistance level. So this is a resistance level, and this green area here is our area of value, okay, from what we saw on the daily time frame. So I'm going to okay, I'm just going to leave that. So this is our high, so we clearly made a double top, okay. So if to go long, I'm going to wait for something like this. So this seems like a bullish flag, so I'm going to wait for something like this. I'm going to wait for price to break through this trend line, so a breakout from this trend line, a consolidation, and a break of this resistance level before I go long. So my entry is going to be around these highs here. So my entry is going to be above this resistance level, so a good candle close above. You can see over here we had a very good price rejection from this level. So if we indeed get a breakout from this resistance level, then I'm going to go long on EUR-USD, setting my target at the next possible highs. So I'm going to check the 4 hours time frame to see where we have our next possible high, okay, for our take profit target. So next high would be around these price levels, and my stop loss would be just below the breakout from the resistance level. So I'm going to go back to the 1 hour time frame to show you how it looks on the lower time frame. So this is it. So I'm going to watch out for a break of this trend, followed by a small consolidation at this resistance level, then a breakout from that consolidation and a breakout from this resistance level for me to go long. The reason why I'm going to wait for a small consolidation if it happens is because eventually when the breakout comes from this resistance level, it's going to be heavy, because we have, you know, price building some sort of momentum at this level. So if a consolidation happens before the breakout, then I can tell you that it is eventually going to be a massive breakout, okay, because this is a significant area of value. So if that happens, I'm going to go long at this price level, and my stop loss is just going to be below that consolidation, targeting these highs. So that will give us approximately 150 pips move to the upside, which is a very good, you know, risk to reward ratio, noting that the stop loss would be just approximately 40 to 50 pips. So this is what I'm going to watch out for EUR-USD. As for going short, I am not going to consider going short just yet, okay. So I don't think this pattern is going to give us an opportunity to go short this week, so I'm just going to wait. So next weekend, so next Sunday, when I make a new analysis, I'm going to review the market again to see if we get a short position, because right now I can't really spot out an opportunity to go short. So I'm just going to focus on this resistance level. So if we get that bullish breakout from this resistance level, I'm going to go long. But if we don't, then I'm just going to watch what the market does before thinking about going short, right? But the scenario for me to go long is waiting for a breakout from this trend line and a break of this resistance level. That's what I'm going to watch out for to go short, to go long, sorry. But to go short, I'm not going to go short because I really don't have that on my playbook right now. So if you extrapolate this trend, you can see this looks like a bullish flag. So we had this massive bullish move. We had a bullish flag in form of a consolidation. So it is logical to expect a good price movement to the upside like this. So it's logical to expect something like this in continuation of this massive bullish move. So a massive bullish move, a bullish flag, a bullish breakout, breaking resistance level, send price to these highs here, as high as 150p. So this is what I'm going to watch out for to go long on EUR-USD. As for going short, I'm just going to stay away from going short right now. So moving on, AUD-USD, similar to what we have on EUR-USD. We have price consolidating at the area of value. So this acted as a support level before. Then we had a bearish breakout, a retest, and now we had a first retest of this area of value. We had a pullback, and now we are consolidating at this area of value. So I'm going to go down to the lower time frame. So 1 hour time frame, this could also give us potential opportunity to go short as we have it on the EUR-USD, right? So now this is a very good area of resistance. So I'm going to get rid of this area of value, so it's easy for me to explain what I'll be watching out for. So I'm going to watch out for something like this. So this is our resistance level for AUD-USD. Okay, so I'm going to watch out for a significant breakout from this area of value, from this resistance level, for me to go long. So I'm going to watch out for something like this. So I'm going to watch out for a consolidation, maybe a bounce of that resistance level, then a good breakout. Then I'm going to target this highs here. So remember, this highs is the next significant high we have on the higher time frame. So yeah, this high here is going to be my first target. Then as the trade evolve, I'm going to trail my take profit as we make higher highs. But first target is going to be at this level if we indeed break this area of resistance. So moving back to the 1 hour time frame. So this also seems like a double top pattern. Okay, so this is kind of like a double top pattern, which would signify a potential reversal. But if we indeed reverse, then I'm going to look for opportunity to go short, right? But for now, I can't find that suitable short position or short trade. So I'm just going to watch out for an opportunity for a break of that resistance level. So you could draw something like this. So you could draw a trend line like this, but these trend lines are not usually as accurate as you want them to be. So I'm just going to make a few adjustments for those looking for opportunity to take a short position. So this one I'm going to watch out for. So we have price bouncing off this level. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So approximately 5 bounces of this trend line. So if you want to go short, I would suggest you wait for some sort of consolidation above this level, around this level, with a breakout. So a break of this trend line after a good consolidation would be your opportunity to go short if we indeed do not break this area of resistance, okay, or this double top. Because the reason I'm going towards waiting for a consolidation is because if we come down like this, maybe on Monday we just make a straight bearish move, if you should jump into a trade here, your stop loss will have to be as high as this level, which would not be a good risk to, which will not give you a good risk to reward ratio with your trade. And this would be a risky move, because the same way price makes a significant move like this, price can also make a significant move to the upside for a quick reversal, right? So that's why I'm not going to jump into a trade even if I get a reversal to the downside. So it's better for me to wait for a breakout, because we've clearly had some consolidation around this resistance level, right? So I'm going to wait. So I'm more inclined to wait for a break of this resistance level, a retest, then a bullish move to confirm the breakout for me to go long. But depending on how aggressive the breakouts tends to be, then I might just go in straight without waiting for a retest or a consolidation. And my first target is going to be these highs here. So this one I'm going to watch out for to go long. So I'm just going to repeat once more. Where to go short, I'm going to wait for something like this. So I'm going to wait for a consolidation like this and a break of that consolidation for me to go short if this indeed happens. But I'm looking forward to a break of this area of resistance for me to go long. So moving on, USD-JPY. Okay, so USD-JPY, this looks more like a sell trade opportunity in my opinion, and I'm going to explain why. So we have this massive bullish move, and we had a blow off top here. We had a retracement, and we had a break of this area of value, and now we are consolidating at this significant area of value. So going down to the lower time frame, so I'm going to check out the 2 hours time frame. I'm going to wait for a breakout from this area of value, which looks like a significant support level for me to go short. So I'm going to wait for something like this, so a consolidation like this and a bearish breakout. Then I'm going to go short in the direction of this bearish move, starting all the way from this highs here. So you can see we had a massive flush, consolidation, massive breakdown to the downside, then consolidation. Now we might get another massive breakout to the downside, just as we did here. So if we indeed get that massive breakout to the downside, then I'm going to go short on USD-JPY. So as you can see, this also we corresponds to EUR-USD, gold, and GBP-USD breaking to the upside, because it all depends on the DXY getting weaker. So I'm going to take a look at the DXY as we round up this analysis. So this is what I'm going to watch out for to go short on USD-JPY. So as for going long, the best case scenario to go long would be waiting for something like this. So I'm going to get rid of this first. So the best case scenario to go long for USD-JPY is waiting for something like this. So to go short, to go long, I'm simply going to wait for some sort of consolidation or some sort of grind to the upside and a bullish breakout from this resistance level or this area of value for me to go long. So when I go long, I'm going to target these highs. So the first target is going to be these highs, and next target is going to be these highs, and I'm just going to follow up with the price action as the trade evolves. So this is what I'm going to watch out for in order for me to go long on USD-JPY. So anything below this resistance level or this area of value, I'm just going to watch. Okay, I'm not going to take any trade. But if we get a consolidation at this current price level like this with a good bearish breakout, then I'm going to go short in the direction of this massive bearish move on USD-JPY. So that's my outlook for USD-JPY. Lastly, we're going to take a look at USD-CHF. So this is a daily chart on USD-CHF. Bullish trend all the way from January 2021. So approximately 2 years this trend line has held. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bullish reversal off of this trend line for 2 years, and we had price consolidating around this support level, which aligns perfectly with the trend line. So I'm going to wait for something like this. So this is the 1 day time frame. I'm going to go down to the lower time frame and show you what I'll be watching for. But on the daily time frame, if we get something like this and a bearish breakout, this would be my signal to go short for USD-CHF. Okay, so I think it's going to be a massive short trade if indeed the market responds to the breakouts. Okay, so I'm going to watch out for something like this on the higher time frame to go short on USD-CHF. So I'm going to go down to the 2 hours time frame, so the lower time frame, to see if there's anything significant. So yeah, so you can see this is clearly a very good support level which aligns with our trend line dating back to the beginning of 2021. So I'm going to watch out, so I'm going to watch out for something like this. So a consolidation, so maybe a bounce, another bounce off of this support level before I go short. So if we get a bounce, another bounce off this support level, and then a bearish breakout, that will be my signal to go short on USD-CHF. So I'm going to go short on USD-CHF, and my stop loss is just going to be around these highs, and I'm going to trail my take profits as we move downward. So stop loss will be maximum. So stop loss will be a maximum of 100 pips. So let's say 150 pips, maximum of 150 pips stop loss, and take profit is going to go as low as 300 pips. So that's a good risk to reward ratio for me, and I'm going to trail my trade as I hold on to the trade as the trade evolve or as the price evolve. Okay, so that's my outlook for USD-CHF. To go long, I can't really find any suitable opportunity to go long right now, so I'm just going to have to be patient to see what happens. Okay, so but the only thing I can say is that this is the best high we've got since we first bounced off this support level and trend line. So if we get price, let's say consolidating or moving gradually to the upside to this area of resistance, we maybe bounce, come back there and break out. This would be a good signal to go long. But this is just me making assumptions right now. So right now I can't see any suitable opportunity to go long, so I'm going to wait patiently for the trades to evolve, for the chart to evolve, for me to be able to determine the opportunity for a long position. So for now, watching out for a short position is much more realistic than anticipating for a long position when the pattern is not fully formed or it's not there yet. So this is my outlook for USD-CHF. So real quick, I'm going to check out the DXY. So this is DXY. So remember, everything we're talking about right now depends on if the dollar gets weaker. Okay, so I'm going to go down to the daily time frame for the DXY. So this is DXY. on a 1-day time frame, you can see we're in a bullish move and we are currently consolidating at this area of value, which is our support level from last week. So if this support level tends to break, so let's say we come down, get a consolidation, and we did break this support level to the downside, then you can expect gold, GBP-USD and EUR-USD, including AUD-USD, to go in the upward direction, where you will expect USD-JPY and USD-CHF to go in the downward direction because they are positively correlated with the DXY. So that's just my outlook, and there's a very good chance we bounce. Okay, so there's a good chance we bounce off of this area of value, sending price higher on the DXY. So if this happens, then you can expect gold, GBP-USD, EUR-USD and AUD-USD to get some bearish price movement, of which we are going to review our chart once more when it's time to carry out our weekly analysis. That will be next week Sunday. Okay, and you can expect the USD-JPY and the USD-CHF to also go bullish. So if the DXY tends to be bullish this coming week, then we're going to review our trades for the upper week. Okay, so for now, I'm anticipating a bearish price movement on the DXY, which would give us the opportunity to go long on gold, on GBP-USD, on EUR-USD and on AUD-USD, just as we've analyzed in this week's analysis. Where if the reverse happens, so if the DXY tends to be bullish, we're just going to be patient enough, watch the chart, see what trade opportunities we get, and take advantage of those price movements. So that's it from me for this week. If you love the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and check us out on Instagram. We've got lots of great content. That's it for today. I'm going to see you next week.